welcome back to another season of Pop Voice here in Studio 73. I'm Delaney Fischetti, joined by Junior Erica Lynch and Senior Eleni Mata. Today we will be discussing the 2016 Oscar nominations and the controversy that has been flooding social media lately. So guys, how do you feel about the 2016 nominations?
I definitely think that there are many great movies that are nominated this year. I do wish that The Danish Girl was nominated because I think it was an amazing movie, and it really brings about everything that's going on with transgender and the transgender community, and I think that it just sends that message of continuing to raise awareness of it and bringing that about. I know Eddie Redmayne is nominated for actor, one of the best actors, but I really wish that was also one of the movies nominated.
There are a lot of movies who got snubbed this season, and
Very true.
we have seen in the past that there are a lot of good movies that have been snubbed in the past. So, I mean, at this point, we're not surprised. I mean, of course, we would love The Danish Girl to be nominated. But there were still movies that definitely deserved the recognition that were just nominated as Best Picture. So, but the standards of the Oscar, like what nominations can come up with, how they pick the movies, is so confusing at this point.
I feel like if you're not on the board or whatever, I don't know how we will ever actually know how they decide who does what. I mean, I feel like it's all on them, so.
One of the things that I'm really looking forward to is to actually see if Leo wins that Oscar. That is I have been waiting for months on edge to see if he will finally get it. So.
I really do think that he will. I mean, I think that he deserves it completely. I saw The Revenant, and it was his performance in it was just breathtaking. Everything that you've heard of it is true. It was I mean, I think it's nominated for a bunch of different things. Just because
and in the past award season, he's been winning. He's been winning a lot, and the movie as a whole has been winning a lot.
Exactly.
So.
It's one of those movies that you watch and you're like, just amazed by how movies are made and thinking how is this done and how is this done. It's just it was definitely amazing to me. So
I mean, I think that Leo should have won an Oscar right when he did What's Eating Gilbert Grape, but that's just my own opinion. The fact that he's never won an Oscar before, who knows, that maybe motivates him to just continue to do better acting and sign on to good movies that'll really showcase his work. I mean, every single year he's been nominated, but just doesn't win. So I think at this point, he's just like, you know what, if I don't get it, then fine. But even all of the times that he's been winning awards, he's using his spotlight to really recognize the indigenous peoples that were definitely highlighted in the Revenant. So he's adding a lot of diversity in there that is lacking within the Oscars right now.
Yes.
So I know that we're going to be tuning into the Oscars, but I know Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith are not. So how do you guys feel about the controversy? First of all, I cannot believe that Will Smith did not get nominated for Concussion. He did amazing.
Is that movie nominated for anything?
I don't believe so.
I was looking at the list. I don't think that I saw it either, which is very surprising.
Yeah. I think it's a great way to spread the message that there just isn't enough diversity in the Oscar nominations and in the film industry as a whole. We just don't recognize when there are female directors or female of color directors or female of color lead actors or there's just not enough. And we recognize that they're there, but they're not put on a pedestal like everyone else is.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make sense. I mean, when you go in for an audition, you can go, there are criteria that doesn't even say whether or not you need to be of some certain race or descent. And then you go in there and you get picked for the pure talent that you have because you're able to tell a story and you're able to act the part. And there are a lot of people of color, male and female, that get these good roles because they are that good, but they don't get the recognition. I think Viola Davis deserved every single award that she received, especially in the SAG Awards with her performance in How to Get Away with Murder. And she made a good point that it's hard to recognize these roles if those roles simply aren't there. I can't audition for a show that doesn't give me the opportunity to show off my ethnicity, the fact that I'm Spanish and that I can play that off. There just aren't enough shows like that, and there aren't enough movies like that.
Yeah, there's just so many pieces to it that we just have to start doing it. Like, you know what I mean? It takes all of the directors and the people that are producing the movies and shows, and it's a clear problem. And like, as women and different ethnicities and stuff, everyone deserves the same chance. And it's good that these actors and actresses are taking a stance on it and being like, listen, like, we are supporting this. I know there were a few that didn't really, but that like didn't bash it, but were kind of like, well, this is just like how it is. But most people, yes, yep, most people seem like to be on board with it though, because, I mean.
How did you feel about the SNL skit?
Actually, I didn't see the SNL skit.
It was good. They did like a fake like award ceremony.
Oh, that like everyone that is not of color in the
but they had the smallest
got
roles, like
nominated.
guy with the camera or like fist bumper or something like that.
There was one, and there was a woman of color on the phone, and the guy on the other end of the phone was white, and he was the one that won the.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's funny, but it makes
no,
sense.
exactly. Oh, absolutely.
Yes, and it infuriates me because, I mean, I want to be up there. I want to be on Broadway. I want to be in movies, and then to see that my chances can be diminished,
just because
just
of
to
how
be
you
casted,
like.
just of what my ethnicity is, it's heartbreaking. But I think what everyone needs to kind of put into mind: these actors aren't doing these for the awards.
Exactly.
They're not just being in movies and being in shows just for the awards. They're doing it because they love this sort of work. That's why they got into it in the first place. But they feel that it's necessary to be recognized, and they should.
Exactly. I agree. So it will definitely be something to tune into and see how the more controversy is going to be surrounded around it.
I know it'll be interesting to see who is saying they're not going to go and if they go or not. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming they have their place there if they want to be there, but at the same time, in that situation, I don't know if I'd want to be there either.
Yeah, but I mean, whoever does show up will definitely say something.
Exactly.
On
The acceptance speeches will be full of insight, I believe. So it'll be good to see. Thank you for watching Pop Voice. For more episodes and the latest news, go to www.suffolkvoice.net and be sure to follow us on our social media at SU_voice. As always, thank you for joining us here at Studio 73. We'll see you next time.